So first, please introduce yourself and tell us how long we have known each other.
What's up? It's Big Al. We known each other for how long has it been? 3.5 years.
What's up? It's Do-Rag Key. Kiki Heat. Kiana. I've known Bree for about 10 years.
My name is Idalia Herrera, and I've known Jabri for 10 years now.
Hello, my name is Layla Rodriguez, and I have known you for about 3 years, I want to say.
All right, my name is Ryan Glover. I'm a social worker, grad student, a member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Obviously, that's how we know each other. We, what was it, 2010? We're about 10 years deep into our friendships.
How has our relationship affected you? Do you have any examples or anything in particular that stands out?
I feel like since the day we met, you've always been a person that I can confide in. And if I need that motivational push and encouragement, I know that I can always come to you for that.
Honestly, our relationship has been nothing but positive. From the moment like I met you, when you had gotten online, it was nothing but love. And then even afterward, while us living together, we lived together for probably a little less than a year. It was just a dope vibe. We feeding off each other's energy, picking each other's brains, your business taking off, me going into something new with work. It was the right place to be at the time.
Just in the way of having someone to have that type of conversation with. Not everybody is able to have that conversation. Not everybody is in tune, and we don't always see eye to eye, but it seems that it's always on a certain wavelength where we connect on just having a vision, having your soul be right, having your spirit be right, and really putting the focus on the conversations that we have. It's never about, oh, how much money did you work, or how much money you make, or how many hours you work this week, what are you doing? It's like, are you happy? Are you doing the things that feed your soul? So it's all about ultimate quality of life, and that's the focus.
My boyfriend and I, we were going through, there was a really hard time at our jobs, and they were laying off a lot of people. And you came over and we were telling you about all the stressors, what was happening, how we as supervisors had to let go of people. And I will never forget what you said, because at that time I was also looking for my school counseling job. And you told us, you said, it was something along the lines that people that are on top stay on top, or something like that. Like, basically you let me know in that moment that I was good and that I was going to continue to be good. And literally from that day, I took that and I ran with it.
Before I met Spiritual Ventilation, I was somebody who was, I guess you could say, plugged in to the matrix. Personally, I feel that I was okay, but as I got into it, I realized I was not okay. There's been so much growth, I would say, from then to now, and it's beyond just like personal growth, spiritual growth, universal growth, relationship growth. All these things are connected, but if you don't open your eyes, you can't see. So I gotta give that to my guy over there, because I wouldn't be seeing if he didn't help me open my eyes.
Over the summer, when you came to visit me at my house, I was telling you how, I enjoy baking, and I think I want to do this more so than just for fun. Like, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy baking, and I'm still having fun with it. But you pushed me forward, and you was like, yo, you're gonna make a killing out of this. Like, this is your first, your second, your third cake. I can't wait to see your 10th cake. And it was just like, just putting that on me, like, yo, okay, you believe in me. And like, not to say that we're not cool, we're not that close, but it's like somebody else can see my potential. And let me tell you, when I am out here baking every weekend, I have like 2 to 3 orders. I can't even believe it. So when you just came over and I told you, like, yo, like, stuff is hitting the ground, you still told me, yeah, and it's gonna keep going. And it's like that positive motivation and that positive reinforcement definitely sticks with me.
I made the decision to move abroad, and one of the last conversations I had before I made the decision was a conversation with you, and you solidified and encouraged me to basically go for my dreams, to go and do what was going to make me happy and live abroad. And I think that conversation was just like, yeah, I'm gonna do this.
And that opened up, a part of my brain where I sort of knew about this stuff was there, but never thought about it. And once these ideas started laying out before me, I got to realize, okay, some of this stuff actually exists. What is the simulation? What is the quote unquote the Matrix? If you've seen the movie The Matrix, you'd know. When you consider that we're living inside, in the Matrix, it's a program, but it doesn't have to be a program. It doesn't have to be machines. It's just whatever we're living inside, and that's reality. What we see, what we touch, what we taste. This is not the whole of existence.
I've learned a lot. Over the last 10 years, I've learned a lot from our relationship. Honestly, we speak about this all the time. The most important thing, honestly, is really not putting limitations on like your own personal limitations on others, because people have different capabilities, people have different ideas, people have different visions. So you coming from a place where you might think things need to be a certain way, but this person has another vision, just being able to support them in that, and like I said, not putting your limitations on others.
We come from God. God is in us. We are God. So it's like when you don't honor that part of you and you just feed your flesh, it's not good, and it doesn't feel good. You just in this constant cycle going for carrots and sticks, and you just points on the board. And it's like you're not really living. When you go deep and you go inside of yourself, that's where the happiness is. That's where the joy is. Just love and peace and connecting with people around you. And you can't get bogged down by all the extra stuff.
Do you believe that I am qualified to be a life coach, or whatever word that you want to use for it, and why?
Well, I can attest to that because you've been spiritually guiding me, I guess you could say, life coaching for about 3 years. Like, definitely a mentor of mine. You're a little bit older than I am, so I would always accept your experience in that sense, and I'm open to listening. And I would definitely say you're qualified because I've lived it. I've come a long way since we met.
Absolutely. Another thing that you taught me that has stuck with me to this day is vibes, right? And being able to tune in. So prior to my relationship with you, I would just go about my day doing the tasks of the day, or getting done. Oh, I gotta go to the store, I gotta go to work, I gotta go to school. But you actually have enlightened me to actually feeling vibes when you enter a space. Like understanding that, this space may not be for me. Or understanding, this space actually is for me, and what I'm getting out of just being here, merely than whatever activity or whatever I'm getting into, the fact that me being there and the vibes that I'm feeling is a positive exchange. So ultimately it's going to benefit me in the long run. So
He definitely has a knack for this. Like, I always do different conversations. I'm like, yo, you like Will Smith, Hitch vibes, Hitch vibes right now. Like, you really giving it to me just because I feel like you definitely have more life to live. So I think it's definitely something that's going to be building on. But what I will say, it's a great opportunity when you have someone that has a certain mindset where they can speak to a conversation and give you insight or just give you a different perspective. Like, I think that what Bree is able to do is take like the board and just like switch it around and give you that whole different side. So I think it's definitely useful for people to have a conversation, even if it's not you telling them what to do. Then the conversation will just open up the mind and create new universes.
Definitely. Like I said, like you helped me make a very big decision in my life. And I wouldn't say I would have made that decision without that conversation, but that conversation just solidified for me, like, yes, I'm gonna do this. I have people who support me like yourself, and I went for it. So I do think you're qualified. I think you're a person that will motivate somebody, will encourage them, and will see them through what they wanna seek in their life. And that's what you did for me.
Absolutely, I do believe so. Just because when we have conversations, aside from it feels real. It feels like you know the inside of me, and there's no judgment, and there's no, well, that sounds crazy, let me not say it. Like, no, it's raw, it's unfiltered, it's authentic, and like I can be myself with you, and we have like a mutual understanding of there's something greater out there that's bigger than us, and we know that who we are and how we portray ourselves and the work that we put into things is going to take us further.
Check out Spiritual Ventilation. Book your consultation today.
Check out Spiritual Ventilation and schedule your consultation today.
Tune into Spiritual Ventilation and sign up for your consultation.
Check out Spiritual Ventilation and get your consultation, guys.
Listen, everybody out there wondering, is this for me? Am I going to evolve? How can I change? This is Big Al telling you you can change. And if you have the desire to, you will. Whether it's now, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's a year from now, you will do it. Spiritual ventilation will help. Ventilate your mind, ventilate your body, ventilate your soul. Signing out. You should get a consultation. If you're not, you're losing.